Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel guys. We are back for the final part and review of my full game walkthrough of Bioshock, specifically the Remastered edition on glorious PS5. So it goes without saying guys, but this part will contain huge spoilers for the end of the game. It is a very old game, so if you haven't played it yet, then what you're doing basically. You need to go out there and get yourselves this game. I will save my final thoughts of the game for the review, but it's just a bit of a disclaimer just to say it's going to contain end game content. We're literally on the last mission and we're going to take out the big bad as a big daddy. Yes, you heard that damn right. I hope you're doing well guys, keeping safe and enjoying the playthrough. If you have missed any of the other parts, feel free to go back and check out the playlist to the game, the link to which is in the description of this video. Go and do yourselves a little favour. It's a cracking game, but as I said, full review and breakdown is coming at the end of this video guys, so I'll leave some timestamps in the video just to let you know if you've already played the game and you just want to jump to my thoughts, you'll be able to, and likewise if you don't really want to see the end but you want to hear my review thoughts on it, or vice versa, then you'll be able to do that. It's going to contain a bit of blood. It's going to contain probably some strong language from the game and myself. And it's going to contain lots of end game spoiler related content. So you have been warned finally. I'm just going to double check all is okay with the audio and the video. Yep, sounds lovely. I did notice there's some audio popping coming from the game capture card again. So I'm going to try my best to try and resolve that for you guys. Hopefully it's not too crazy. I did fix it a while back and now it's returned with a vengeance, so bit shit, but I'll make sure I try and sort that one out for you. But without further ado, let's crack on. For those of you wondering, I'm going to be playing Metro as my next game, which will probably be it'll be today. So I'm going to finish this one, Point Prometheus. We'll do the ending, we'll look at the review, and we'll wrap it all up nicey. Then we're going to do some Metro. We are a big daddy. Do not adjust your sets. Hi. I wish you could just pick him up and batter him like a big daddy. Where are you? What's this? You got it.
I can only be glad I am nowhere near you and that awful sink. Why the little ones are drawn to the smell of those pheromones is beyond anything I can understand.
Oh yes. Your worst nightmare, buddy. Yes. Ooh.
I know why it has to be children, but why just girls?
Yeah, it is a bit weird. It is a bit strange. Hope you all had a good weekend though, guys. It went far too quickly. But here we are doing some Bioshock action. Really keen to get into the Metro series. I've got all of them: 2033, Last Light, and Exodus. It's going to give us a little bit of training ahead of Call of Duty Vanguard, which is coming out in November, and I will be doing a full game walkthrough of the campaign, plus probably a couple of missions in terms of zombies and multiplayer content, so stay tuned for that one. I did do a preview on it as well guys on the beta, so go and check that one out on the channel as well. Normally I'm not a fan of multiplayer games like that, but I did really enjoy it. Despite all the hackers and cheating, I had some really fun moments on that, so probably going to be picking that up. I say probably, I am. And I'll be doing day one content. So we're just after one more vial of pheromone. What we're basically doing, for those of you that are catching up, we're going to take on, spoilers, Atlas, who has been presented to be the friend throughout the whole game. He's done a dirty on us, and he's actually Fontaine. He is the one that we need to take down, the big bad that is responsible for all the people that have been enslaved and are held against their will. This woman's singing the shit out of herself to stop me talking, but what the hell's that? Yep, so that's basically the gist of it. So he's the big bad. He has been using us all along with a very, very recurring key phrase and sentence, which is, "Would you kindly?" And for those of you that are really good with attention to detail, will probably notice that I hate these things. That's a phrase that's used a lot in the game, and it was revealed that there is a big reason for that. It's basically the trigger in your mind that allows Atlas to control you. I say Atlas, he's Fontaine. He is the big asshole that's been wrecking people's lives this whole damn time. So, to combat him, we are basically converting ourselves into a big daddy. Helmet, boots, the lot. Oh god. Need to gather pheromone samples. With a view of, I think we're going to take down Fontaine as a big daddy. Hey. Oh god. I shouldn't talk and play at the same time, but yeah, we're basically dressing ourselves up as a big daddy. Pheromones, armor, the lot, the helmet, and I think we're going to get the little sisters, which are the creepy little girls that follow the big daddies around, and we're going to go take down Fontaine en masse, which is going to be pretty cool. Good. Hey, where'd you come from? Cheeky, cheeky. So we're just after one more vial of pheromone. What the hell? Creepy ass laugh. Creepy ass people. Yes, I will be doing Bioshock 2. Not sure when. There we go.
Yes. Now this is a big daddy. Are you ready?
Yep.
Now go to the little sister vent by the proving grounds.
Oh god, this is going to be mental.
I got Rapture now. I've got the Atom now. You think that pill suit's even half enough to put the scare in me?
This is going to be insane. Where is it? So sorry, yes, to answer your question, I will definitely be doing Bioshock 2. I'm probably going to do it after I've done Metro. I'll probably do Metro, come back to Bioshock 2, jump back to another Metro game, and between all of that we'll get Call of Duty Vanguard. I want to do Kenai Bridge of Spirits, but I'll probably do that around December/Christmas time. How do we get out of there? Maybe we've got the stairs. Some weird ass stuff going on.
Lily Poppy, and living there is. Oh, I'm ready for dream time, Mr. B.
Mr. B, Mr. Bubbles. There we go. Let's go for it.
The parasite needs 3 things.
I'm ready to smash this scumbag.
Will and free man.
I'm coming for ya. Here's Big Daddy. What a game there, guys. Really, really is good. I do recommend very quickly that you do go and check it out. The actual Bioshock collection was one of the PS Plus freebies as well.
You need to bring them out of hiding and then they'll let you in the door. Go on, hit the vent with your wrench.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that is creepy.
Und bitte. It would mean very much to me if you will be gentle with the girls. Mein kleines Mädchen.
Yes. Where are we going? Guessing we're going there. Proving Grounds is where the big daddies and little sisters were generated and stored, basically, which is a bit of a creepy thought. Thank you so much for checking out the video though, guys, / stream. I hope you're enjoying it. Cannot say progress is not enough space remaining. What? Well, we need to sort that. That's weird because I'm using an external card for that.
But you must protect them.
That is worrying me a little bit. Oh, look at this. Let's delete it all. Auto saves, that's what it is. Sorry about the annoying sound. But if you can put aside the annoying sound and the potential audio crackling on the video, smash the thumbs up, come and subscribe if you're brand new. Hit the bell icon as well, guys, on the channel homepage if you want to be notified of when any other content goes live, including my Metro playthrough, which I'm going to be doing later today. Or starting later today, shall I say. And also Call of Duty Vanguard and Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Bioshock 2, which we will come back to. It will be very cool to have you on board.
Don't wait for slowpokes.
God, creepy ass music.
That's it, kid. It's been a long road. You don't even remember most of it. Put you on a smoke when you were just a sprout.
I'm coming. Now what's this? Yep. What the hell is that?
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
What are those injection things they're carrying around? That sounds messed up.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for our kisses.
Okay.
I really wound you up with that wife and child bit.
To the museum.
Baby, wee baby Patrick. Maybe one day I'll get me a real family. They play well with the suckers.
Get off her. Yeah, take that, beach.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles.
Come back! I didn't mean anything by it!
What? Strange fucker.
Time to go, Mr.
Come
B.
back! Please! Oh.
I'm gonna take this camera out, wherever it is. Okay. Can I heal her?
This angel's full of Adam.
Even though they are physically free of the need to gather, Su Chung's mental conditioning still holds them to their terrible task. For sins such as this
What are they doing?
can never atone.
Hop, Mr. B. No time to waste.
Yeah, that's messed up. That is messed up.
Something special. Don't be a slowpoke.
Shit. Hi, Dukin. Shit. No, leave her alone. Shit. No.
Time to go, Mr. B.
No longer infused with Adam, they are as vulnerable as any child. If the little one falls, you can call for another at the best. But to lose even one.
You little fucks. Ugh. They're horrible things. Run back to the vent now. Come on. Creepy as you like. What's she doing? I don't know what's creepier, the little sisters or the big daddy. I think it's the little sisters, but the big daddy is just outright terrifying. How is that? Should have used the oil. What happens if you take a picture of him? Small increases to max health and Eve. Sweet. Can hear some more people. How's that? Wait for that to go by. Yes, yes. Why do they need to gather the... She's gonna go gather the blood again. I don't get it. It's weird.
Watch out! Suspected their heartbeat will draw the attention of the doctor.
Of that.
It looks sad, Mr. B. This angel looks like dancing. Is that someone good girl?
Bit overkill, but worth it. Who else wants to go? You want it?
Angel, Mr. B.
Why do they harvest them? Like what? No! Run! Hack it. There we go. Jesus. Get him! Get him! Let me in. Oh, flip. What is that?
Hurry! Hurry, Mr. Bubbles!
Big Daddy fight? Big Daddy showdown? Oh, fuck. Fuck, what was that? Hello? Shit, it's gonna be rough. Where the hell are we going? So this is what it feels like to be a Big Daddy. Not that, you little shit. Yes, it was overkill, but it was also necessary. No. No, come on, come on, come on. There, you little shit. They're all after their Adam, aren't they? Just going for straight up murder. Oh shit.
I was just kidding.
Just getting what? Yes, just getting killed. Where's that camera?
Hurry! The harvesting will draw the attention of this blighter.
Oh shit.
This angel looks like
Quiet. I just want.
Sorry about that. Boom, baby.
Simon.
You saying? Oh, come on. Ooh, dog side.
Call the king.
Yes. There's some electric bucks. She's about to die there. Which to most people probably wouldn't be a bad thing, but I need her alive. Look at that guy. Crisped up. Oh shit. Shit. Oh dear. This is not good. Get in with the wrench. Ah! He's gonna do me. Shit. Even in a Big Daddy suit, Big Daddy is pretty beefy. Coming back. I'm coming back. You were saying? Where did he go?
Hurry! Hurry, Mr. Bubbles! Time to go, Mr. B.
Eat that. Eat that.
No time to wait.
Better for the girls
Hurry,
to be
Mr.
with
B.
you. Better with you than alone. Alone in the crawling darkness.
True. True that. Hey, look, some goodies.
Hurry! Hurry, Mr. Bubbles!
Hang on, I'm picking up some stuff.
Hurry, Mr. B. Angels are waiting for our kisses.
Isn't that Cartman? Don't be scared, eh? I'm gonna do that as well. Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole at some point. Huge fan of South Park.
That might be plenty for the wicked scrubs and pencil pushers, but I need more. More! I want a slice! Alright, I want a slice with!
Dude's got issues.
Fontaine is nearby.
Can I have some? What do we go with? Armor piercing rounds.
Time to go, Mr.
Welcome to the circus of self-comeback when you get some money, baby.
Yeah, nice.
Sister to drain Fontaine of his Adam. It is the only way to defeat him.
Need other sister to drain Fontaine of his Adam. It's the only way to defeat him. You will need it to defeat Fontaine. Oh damn.
Fontaine waits above.
Bye.
There will be no going back from here.
Just like a Funko
Make
Pop.
sure you are ready to face him before moving on.
Yeah, I'm ready to face this a-hole. Are you ready, guys? I think we're ready. Let's end this. Let's end this full bag. Let's do it. So this is it. End of the game. I think we're going to have to drain him down to a certain bit of health. And then we're going to have to twat him with our weapons. That's the technical term for that approach, by the way. Smack and twat.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole. But you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts.
Shut up.
Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Blows bald head off. Find Fontaine. Looks like he's. Oh look, he's come up with charges.
Go! Go now! Hit him with the needle!
Is that him there, is it? Oh fuck. Shit. I think, yeah, it's got to twat him down. Dude. Fuck, now he's eating them. Where'd he go?
Need a minute. And I'm gonna cut you into bits.
Nah. You ain't nothing, bro. Oh look, he's changing into different things.
You think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough moms to watch my back while I'm in charge.
Nothing, you chump. You're nothing, you chump. Right. Napalm his ass. That's doing shit. Come on, come on, come on. Run, 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 run.
You got a shot at this? I'm barely getting started.
One more. So that's what they do, they drain Adam.
I got more than enough moms to watch my back while I'm in charge.
Hello. You're hunting my baby. No, you bitch. Let's try a trap boat.
Good money for
Come on, come on, come on.
this is what I get.
Is that it? Jesus, he's like bloody. What's his name? Thanos.
Sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was, what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and had tattooed inside your head. Now if you don't call that
down.
family, I don't know what is.
Little sisters. Oh shit. They're all stabbing him with needles. It's like that scene in Game of Thrones, you know, when they murder the Maester. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm clipping that. That's twisted. Ah, that noise. It's vile. Little sister savior.
They offered you this city. And you refused it. And what did you do instead?
Get the hell out of there.
What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them.
Freedom.
A chance. A chance to learn,
Sweet.
to find love, to live. And in the end, what was your reward? You never said. But I think I know. A family.
Oh man. Did that not pull on the heartstrings or what? I want to know what happens if you harvest them. I think there's a good and a bad ending. I think that was a good ending, obviously. Save the little sisters, set them free from Rapture, and they end up being essentially your family. So, oh my god, it's all teary bad. No, I'm joking, but brilliant ending. Really, really cool. I'm just going to skip through that. See what we get at the end. Nothing. Oh well. It's an old game, so you're not going to see any post-credit scenes or anything like that, but what an ending, guys. Nothing too crazy in terms of the boss fight. We went in more than equipped. I'm just playing on normal difficulty there, but he didn't give us any trouble whatsoever. I think the game more than prepares you for that final boss, but still decent nonetheless. So I'd like to have seen a little bit more about Fontaine. I know the game does a good job of explaining his history to you as you go along, but I would like to have seen a little bit more of a back and forth between us and Fontaine. Just maybe going back to his creation side, so I created you and you need to do this and do that. Maybe have a choice between saving him or killing him and getting a slightly different ending again, but this is just me being wishful, I think, though. So there we go, guys, ending done. Let me know in the comments what you think. We're going to wrap it up with a review now, as we do with all my full game walkthroughs, so let's dive straight into it. Graphics, not mind-blowing. It's an old game. I think this one came out in 2013 or something like that, so it is a really, really old game. This is the remastered version. I'm also playing it on PS5, so I'm going to be benefiting from better rendered graphics. It's going to be faster, it's going to feel smoother, but all in all, it's not mind-blowing. It's good though. Graphics are good. I think it's one of those games that it's not what it's about. It's more to do with the atmosphere, the music, and the feel of Rapture, and just getting a sort of a history lesson from all the different people that you find, and that is what makes the game for me, not so much the graphics. But the graphics are good, they're not shit. There are worse graphical games out there, and this isn't one of them. It's okay, but it's not mind-blowing. As I said, the sound is really what makes this game. There's some real sort of amped up soundtrack for this game, especially when you're facing bosses or the big daddy. You come across the little sisters for the first time. They've all got their own theme, they've all got their own sort of backstory, and they've got their own music essentially. So when you do come across them, you have sort of snippets of music that is different to all the other parts of the game that you'll find, and different to all the other enemies that you'll find. Each of the bosses that you face are unique, so you essentially go through Rapture. You take out every single enemy that is working alongside Fontaine, aka Atlas, but we don't know it's Fontaine at the time until you get to sort of mid-late game. But the bosses are varied. Essentially what you do is you go into the area, you find what their weakness is. Each of them has a slightly different weakness, but the bosses are varied. As I said, they bring different attacks, different things work on them, so it's not just the same gun and shoot and gun approach that works with each boss. You'll need to switch up your tactics a little bit, use different guns, use your plasmids in different ways in order to overcome each one easily. But I like that there is a tactical approach to the game. As I said, you can't just run through and use the same machine gun and mow everything down. Some certain rounds work better on certain enemies, and to find out how or what that is, you need to use your camera. So if you go around taking pictures of the enemies, it will essentially give you an encyclopedia of weak spots, and it will give you some clues and hints as to how to best overcome that enemy, which I think is pretty cool. And that also stems from one of the main missions in the game where you have to go around and take pictures of certain people that one of the head honchos wants dead or wants to put as part of his collection, which is essentially a hall full of mannequins. And why would you not want that? So bosses are varied. The show stealers for me are the big daddies and the little sisters. If you guys haven't seen yet, I've updated my channel trailer, so go and check that one out. Thank you so much to everyone for the thumbs up and the comments on it as well. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to make, but it's pretty much what my reactions were when I first saw Big Daddy and the little sister. I was a little bit like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck, and then I just wanted to run. I thought, how the hell am I going to fight this thing? And there are tricks to the Big Daddies. Anything electrical, so electrical buck shots in the shotgun. Your electroplasmid attack stuns them briefly. Anything that you've got that fires electricity. The grenade launcher is quite powerful, sending down some frag grenades their way or proximity bombs. Also the crossbow using the trap bolt is pretty cool and useful. It also has an electrical current that runs through it, so if they do get caught, they get a nice little zap as well, a bit like a little bug zapper. And the single fire bolt is also useful against the Big Daddies. That is really the only weapons that I found that did substantial damage to them. But they still, pretty much every time I came across one, 9 times out of 10, I would get punched into the ceiling and die. And that's just part of the process. But luckily, you've got a Vita chamber that's not too far away, which is essentially your checkpoint when you die. And luckily, the boss's health or any of the health of the enemies that you attack and die from do not reset. It's not Bloodborne, it's not a Demon Souls, thank God. You can come back and finish them off if you do die in the process, so it's not all bad. But all in all, guys, I think it was a really good story, bit creepy. It's pitched as a first-person sort of horror/shooter adventure type of game, and I can see why, because it does sort of lend itself from other games that we know and love. Heavy influences in there from games like Fallout, especially the crafting system and how you find items, all the collectibles, even the consumables like the potato chips that you eat, the wine and beer that you can drink that enhances your EVE but lowers your health and all that kind of stuff. It's all influenced from Fallout, so if you've played any of those Fallout games, you'll know and feel very familiar with this. Controls are a little bit weird. The jump button's triangle, and I'm not sure if you can remap it, but the controls are a little bit weird. But fairly easy to get hold of after a bit of time and practice. I do recommend, guys, that you change the camera sensitivity and the look sensitivity in the settings. It just made it feel a lot more fluid and less clunkier for me. You might find it okay, but because I'm used to sort of quick turns and quick sort of first-person shooter games like Call of Duty, Battlefield and all that kind of stuff, I'm used to the camera turning pretty damn quick, so you can amp it up because this is an older game. You can go in and mess around with the settings if you want to, which may help you in those scenarios when you're trying to adjust, especially when you've got other games that you're familiar with in terms of the control scheme and how the camera feels and how quickly it does respond. So just a little tip. Other than that, main character, it's good because it's one of those, you don't know the name, you don't have a name. You're just a bio weapon, essentially, that's been created by Fontaine. He let you loose and called you back because he needed you to complete his big worldwide experiment. It's basically a massive enslavement city. Rapture is built to keep people at bay, to keep people under control. So there's elements of the Matrix in there. Kind of reminds me of the machines when they use the humans as a battery. It's kind of what Fontaine's using. The little sisters, the Big Daddies, all the people that work in Rapture, the splicers, they're all sort of experiments that have been twisted and manipulated over time and are all at the beck and call of Fontaine. So very, very twisted and creepy. There's elements of Resident Evil in there in terms of the story and how Umbrella sort of are keeping people under wraps, trying to conceal the truth. And the main menu has just reminded me of this as well, actually. This little picture here is the tip of Rapture. The very, very top of it is the Fontaine Tower, and it's above sea level, but obviously to the public eye this just looks like a research tower or a lighthouse, but actually all the big stuff is going on underneath the tower, as we know from the very beginning of the game when the plane crashes and we end up going down into Rapture. But it's very, very deceiving. As I said, it lends itself to games like Resident Evil, Fallout. There's loads of different influences here, and I think There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think they steal it in any way. I think they use elements and allow it to work well for their game. My personal favourite gameplay mechanic is the plasmids, which are essentially your powers. You're sort of half bio mutant almost, so you can use electric energy out of your hand, you can incinerate people, and you do that by collecting Eve, which is essentially your power. And they come in little blue vials naturally, as does many of the stuff in this game. Other than that, guys, just wrapping everything up. So gameplay's brilliant. I really enjoyed it, but remember the camera mechanics if you want to change it. If you can put aside the controls, feeling a bit clunky and a bit out of date, a bit original and a bit weird, you will have a great time with this game, especially if you enjoy games like Fallout, especially if you enjoy games like Resident Evil. Also, if you just love... So like Skyrim, even Skyrim for example, some elements of this game reminded me of Skyrim, which is one of my all-time favourites. But if you're in it for a decent story, it's not too long. It took me about between 12 and 15 hours to complete this. So go and check out the playlist, guys. We're on, what are we now, part 5, final part. So I didn't really go over 2 hours much of each part, so you know it's a fairly short game. I will be doing Bioshock 2, but as I said, I'm planning to do Metro later this evening. I'll come back to Bioshock 2 once I've completed Metro, and then we'll sort of chop and change between the Metro games and the Bioshock games, and we'll get them all done. Kennet Bridge of Spirits is one I'm going to do in December, and I'm also doing Call of Duty Vanguard in November, so very, very busy game walkthrough wise for the next few months. But in terms of this game, very, very solid experience, guys. As I said, it's an old one, but it's a classic. Lots of people talk about this game, and it's very easy to see why I am now going to be one of those people. I love the lore, I love the story. Fontaine is an absolute shit, he's a believable villain. There's some really, really creepy enemies in this game. Personal favourites, the spider splicers, the big daddies, and the little sisters. I like also that as you go through the game, you've almost got a choice whether you harvest the little sisters and you get their Adam power from them and bulk yourself up basically and become all more, you know, immortal Thanos, Marvel supervillain type of vibes, but or you can save them, which is what I did, and you drain out the control from them somehow using your plasmid, and you free them, and they essentially become children again. So we obviously witnessed the good ending. I'd just be interested to see what happens if you don't save them and you harvest them and they die. There's obviously going to be some sort of bad ending, so I'm going to go and look up and see exactly what that is. But let me know, guys, if you've played this, what ending did you get? I bet you fuckers harvested them and you got the bad ending. Shame on you. Shame on you. No, I'm sure some of you got the good ending. I tend to take the moral high ground in games, but sometimes I go a little bit of a curveball and think, I feel a bit evil today. But when it comes to kids, like, can't be doing that, you know? Even though they are sort of possessed, weird demon children, once you free them from whatever hold they've got, you do witness and see that they are just young kids, and Fontaine is enslaving them like everybody else in Rapture, so creepy. But I'm glad I went with the approach that I did, and I'm happy with the ending. It's nice and touching as well that you've got the little sister supporting your character at the end. It looks like your character's going through chemo or dying on his deathbed basically, and the whole gist of it is family, and they all come together as they're older. You see some of them get married, some of them go on and get, you know, graduations, some of them have children, and then you all sort of see collectively that you are still linked to them, which I think is a nice touch. So gonna go check out the bad ending. But let me know in the comments, guys, what ending did you get? What did you think of the game? And just really a massive thank you for watching the playthrough. Thank you for watching the video. Please leave it a thumbs up on it if you did enjoy it. Come and subscribe if you're brand new, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the Metro playthrough, which I'm really excited about starting. Score for me is a solid 8 out of 10. The things I would have liked to have seen to make it a 10 is just the game a little bit longer. I know it's an old one, but I would like to have seen it fleshed out a little bit more in the remaster. Maybe a little bit more of a back and forth with Fontaine at the end. I was hoping for a bit more of a, you know, a big bad fight. I know we sort of go through his elements and we use the little sisters to help us kill him, which is a bittersweet ending. But I would have liked to have seen a little bit, maybe a fight on the top of the tower. Maybe we impale him on something and then they do what they do to him at the end. I don't know, just something a bit more cinematic maybe would have pushed it up for me. And there's just some all-round difficulty spikes. You go through certain areas in the game and it's just massively harder for no real reason at all. So apart from that, the difficulty spikes and could have shaped up the ending a little bit more. Overall, really, really pleased with it. So a solid 8 out of 10. As I said, we will be coming back to do Bioshock 2, but we're going to jump to Metro. Once we've done the first Metro game, we'll come back to Bioshock 2. Then we'll jump to the second one, Metro. Then we'll finish Bioshock Infinite. Then we'll jump back. And we'll do it like that. We'll chop and change. Why the hell not? Probably take us a few months, but we're going to do that way. In between, we've got Vanguard, as I said, Kenner, and all the other games as well. So lots and lots to come. So you don't miss anything, guys. Smash the bell icon, and you'll be notified as and when they go live. Done. In the bag. Fontaine is kaput. Rapture's done. Interested to see where they go with Bioshock 2, whether it's a brand new story or whether it just continues and Fontaine is not actually dead or becomes some sort of biomutant, almost like a Resident Evil Umbrella type story. Who knows? But stay tuned. We'll do that one in a few weeks, no doubt. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.